dog and rejoice to this.
As we go on, like we do, when it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, a little mind at ease. There's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Oh, yes, baby.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Tyrod Taylor's Rams going up against Stafford's Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. First carry now for Paul Perkins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Third and 2, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now Taylor on 1st down. And he's got room. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
First down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhymed with skill.
Come on,
We went with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Perkins on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They try right side here, Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, 9 yards to go. Play action, it's Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. but the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Stafford. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
So out now come the Lions. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became second and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went third and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Second down now after the pass completion. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Austin, the man in motion left. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Here we go.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round, Ohio, Ohio. Let's go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Tyrod Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On second down, Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's Taylor. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's Ware, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll start the drive with Dixon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
second down, Perkins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Samson Abukum in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Here we go. What? Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Here's Taylor. Flush to his right. Again, that's Watkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Steve Longa able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Taylor hit, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Stafford, escaping the pressure right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Pruitt. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Taylor goes to Ware on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Dumps that off to Ware. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Taylor on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll run now with Ware. Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Running left, it's Perkins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the 50, Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darrell Young, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Halfback sent in motion. On fourth down, Stafford. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Taylor will throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Taylor to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On the ground, this is Ware. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what it was going to take to make an excellent quarterback. Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
On 3rd down, Taylor. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That good for 19 at a first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too, and on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Lions on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. Mavis first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out of the pistol, Perkins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, 22.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, he can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And here we go on first and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Second and goal. Still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Undercrush! Undercrush! Undercrush!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, L.A. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Lions on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Rams on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Taylor on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. 4 down. Ohio.
Now Taylor. This is caught. Watkins. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here come the Lions now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing deep for Galladay. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. From the 50, it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And the Rams have got it back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have taken the lead there late. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Taylor going to throw it. Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. One, flex round.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Taylor, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very